video, I want to talk to you about the Happy 1201 12 needle commercial embroidery machine. This machine is going to give you a full commercial servo motor, 12 needles, easy to operate. So let's dive into this machine and talk to you about all the features and the accessories available for it. The Happy 1201 is 100% made in Japan. This machine has been out over 20 years. As time has went on, they've made improvements, and adding the servo motor, this is a machine that's going to last you for years to come. You can stage 12 spools of thread. You can use the big 5,000 yard cones. If you want to use smaller cones, that's fine as well. Ken Sewing Center carries all the accessories, all the needles, bobbins, hoops, you name it, for the Happy 1201. This machine will feature the digital tension system. Don't let the machine overwhelm you just because it has 12 needles. It's going to be really easy. Everything is channeled all the way from the spool stand. You're going to know exactly which needle that you're on. And on the front of the machine, molded into the diagram, it shows you exactly where you need to place the threads to get around the digital tensions. Go all the way down, everything's going to be channeled all the way to my needle. Now this machine will take a standard DBX5 needle. Is a very common commercial needle that's on the market. Ken Sewing Center will carry all those as well. Has the front loading bobbin system, uses the L style bobbin, have a lot of different pre-wounds available for you. The Happy 1201, because of the commercial motor, it can embroider up to 1,000 stitches a minute. It's going to swiftly move through basically almost any garments you want to do, from backpacks, from Carhartt overalls, thicker items, jackets, duffel bags, golf bags. It's going to be able to handle those with no problem whatsoever. The front of the machine, I have an exposed cylinder arm. It's really small and thin. So if I want to hoop things that are extremely small, like pockets, with the aid of optional hoops, you can do that with no problem on the Happy because of the front here. Hooping polo shirts, sweatshirts, there's no problem. I can get the bottom of the garment down here, slide my hoop over top, and I don't have to worry about embroidering all the way through that. Now this machine is going to give you a huge area. It's roughly 11.2 by 11.4 inches. Here I get the 12 inch by 12 inch hoops. I have a little bit of a buffer on this hoop. Now you're also going to get the 5.5 inch round hoop. Those are going to come standard with this machine. Because this machine is so popular, there's a lot of other companies on the market that makes hoops and accessories that's compatible with it. If you're needing a different hooping system, we carry Durkee, we carry Hoop Tech, Hoop Master. All those companies are great American companies. They have all kind of different configurations. There's different clamps available that you can get for these machines, and we carry everything from all those companies as well. So if you need magnetic hoops or clamping systems, we're going to be able to help you find what's going to work for the job that you're wanting to do. But having this huge area, if you're doing this for a business, you're going to be able to satisfy your customers and knowing if I need to do something extremely large, I'm going to be able to do it on this machine and be able to do it very quickly because of the speed. On the 1201, I have the full color screen on this machine. It's going to be laid out very easy to operate. This machine, all I have to do if I want to go to my main screen here, I have a lot of editing capabilities. I can change a lot of things on the hard drive of this machine, but don't worry, you're not going to erase anything off of it. It has dual USB ports here and here for pulling up designs. It's going to be really easy for you to get designs from your computer or any digitizing software because it does read the popular DST format. That's the most popular format on the market made by any brand that's out there. So if you find designs, you'll be able to get DST with no problem whatsoever. Another nice thing about this is really easy to access our computer. If there's an upgrade available, you're going to be able to easily upgrade your machine with no problem. On the 1201, you're going to be able to pull up over 999 designs. You can save those on your machine. And what Happy does, the way they lay their machines out, they have a commercial mindset. So you may be coming from a household machine, maybe some of the household multi-needle machines that we've been carrying for years and years. Going into this machine, the thought process is a little bit different. It's looking at time, it's looking at production work, what's going to be able to do in the computer to save you time, which time is money if you're in business. So I can stage multiple designs at a time on the 1201. So if I'm doing, let's say, 10 hats and then I need to do 10 shirts, and they're different designs, I can go ahead while it's embroidering and set up my next design, and I can continue setting up multiple designs ahead of it. So that makes it really quick and easy. You don't have to waste a lot of time while you're sitting here watching the machine. You can have all that set up for you, ready to go. No other manufacturer does that. And we can always go back here. I can assign needles to the particular design that I'm working with. So a lot of times you'll have a black and white, or maybe there's a popular color if you're doing certain sport teams or whatever. We can have those set up on our machine at any given time. Before the design that I'm working with, I can assign my needles, and you're going to know from the spool stand which needle is corresponding to the color you've got on there. So all you can do is just assign those needles, and that's going to save you a lot of time. If you're doing 20 or 30 shirts in a row and you're going to be doing the same design, you can get everything set up. So all you got to do is hit it to 1,000 stitches per minute and just watch it glide all the way through that fabric, installing the design for you. You can go back here. You can actually plug in your own embroidery hoop. It'll accept a lot of different embroidery hoops. You can tell the parameters of the design, and then there's a trace feature when we get to embroidery edit mode that will trace the external perimeter of the design, so you're going to know where you're getting too close to the edge of your hoop or not if it is another brand of hoop. That makes it really easy, and you can use so many different hoops and so many different things with this machine. Here I can know the height and the width of my design. I can change a lot of things right here, and then I can go back. I do have an option here to change certain settings on the digital tensions. Now here's where we would urge you to give us a call if you run into a problem with looping or tension issues. You're going to get our premium support package with any machine you buy from us. You have us for the life you own the machine. I have 4 full-time factory-trained technicians in my store to help you with any question that you may have. If you want to come to our Muscle Shoals, Alabama retail location, you get free lessons for life. There's also going to be a lot of tutorials that's included that you can look at different videos that are more in depth than this video here on how to use it. And there is a digital instruction manual, as well as there's going to be a manual built into the hard drive of the machine where it tells you different popular things or popular applications on the machine that you can actually pull up, and it's going to give you a little instruction manual to help you all along the way. I do have alphabets that are built in upper and lower case. You can get other alphabet fonts out there. We'll carry all that as well. And then if I want to go into here's where I can stage different designs. Here I've got 3 already set up. So if I was embroidering all those out, everything's set up for me and I'm ready to go to work. I do have other things built in I can change. I can calibrate the screen. I can know what format or actually what version I have on the machine in case there is an upgrade that comes out and things of that nature. Can change the background color of the screen. Different choices there for me if this blue-green doesn't work for you. One thing I really love about this machine is there's so many icons. Here are all the different icons. There's 2 pages of icons and applications that this machine, because it's fully computerized, will allow me to do. So the most popular ones I'm using more often than not, this is going to save us pushing a button a couple of times to get to this section. So if generally I like using the trace feature. I can select trace. If I'm utilizing the center button, I can utilize it. I work a lot with alphabets, so I want to do all that. When I hit OK, it will place this on my main screen. I can set up different users if you're using this in a fully commercial application in a business and you have multiple employees. We can set up different users to know who's doing what. And if you're running to maybe the machine's showing you different errors, or you're having a problem out of maybe one employee where threads are breaking or the hooping isn't right, it'll show you different error messages of that particular user is doing to help correct and help to learn as time goes on. That's a real handy feature. Now go into my layout. This is my edit mode, and with my alphabet fonts, if I had design pulled up, I can skew and I can arc alphabets over something, under something. I can correct the spacing if I want to stretch that out, shrink it. There's so many different applications that I can do right here. And then I can always go back home. This is the screen you'll be at 98% of the time. It's going to have all the different icons that you're used to. Here you see we added trace. the center, and the skew for my alphabets. Now there's a lot of information on this screen, but it's laid out very easy for me to see what all is going on. Of course, I've got my design here, and it showed me in millimeters the height and the width of this particular design. Here I can go in on the screen, and if I need to move, like say I want to fast forward through part of the design. Maybe I didn't want to embroider the EMB, but I want to go down and embroider out Happy. Well, I can fast forward through the color change. I can fast forward by hundreds, tens, or by a single stitch. This is really nice to have if the power was to go out or somebody accidentally turned the machine off or something happened. As long as you don't move your fabric out of your hoop, you can pull this design right back up, and I can fast forward to right where I left off. Even if you embroidered a few hundred stitches over something, it's not going to be noticeable. You will not have a problem whatsoever in seeing that. Now, here's where I can assign different thread colors as we showed you earlier. That is always on the screen there, real handy for me. Here is my speed. Of course, we're at 0 right now, but I can set the machine to stitch at the maximum 1,000 stitches per minute, and it is literally going to glide. You're going to love this machine because of the speed of it. 1,000 stitches per minute on garments. When you get to doing ball caps with the optional cap frame, you can do up to 650 stitches per minute on the ball caps. Here is where I can go into my layout. This is a really nice tool because I've got it set right now for my 12-inch by 12-inch hoop, and that's what's in gray. What is in red is going to be my perimeter of the design. It's not going to let me get too close. There's a buffer zone that's embedded in the machine on every design you embroider for whatever hoop you select. That way you'll never have to worry about the machine hitting the hoop. And there's a real nice features. If I want to move it over by the arrows, I can move everything over and I can know exactly where I'm at. I can automatically go right back to center, hitting that button. It's going to center it in the exact middle of the hoop. And there's so many other things I can do with the machine. Once I get the design pushed up where I want it, once I get the design pulled up and positioned where I want it, and then I would just want to make sure maybe I've got a pocket in the way, I'm embroidering something, maybe I'm embroidering a duffel bag and there's a zipper or a grommet or something like that. I can hit my trace button and the machine will automatically is going to go in and it will trace the external perimeter, and that's what's in the blue here, of my design. And I won't have to worry about, am I hitting anything? Am I going to embroider over something on the garment that I don't want to? Am I getting too close to the hoop? All that is built into every Happy embroidery machine that is on the market. They really have thought out the electronics of this particular machine. As I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of optional accessories available. We have the professional cap system, we have machine stands, we have all different types of magnetic hoops, clamping systems if you're needing to do size of shoes, maybe you need to do bags, small items, smaller garments, you name it. You can give us a call, we can actually do a package customized to your needs. Or once you get your machine, we do encourage you, take baby steps into it. You don't have to buy everything all at once. We're going to be here to help you in your business, or if you're using this machine as your hobby, we're going to be here to help you find exactly what you need at the given time. We stock everything all the time. But one thing that a lot of customers do generally buy is the cap system. This is a professional cap system. You'll get the same quality caps that you find in any department store, any sporting goods store in the United States. No doubt about it. You can achieve that with this machine because the cap system that is available, it's made to the shape of a cap. You're going to get, this is the hoop here, the hoop in the caps. You'll get a driver that will attach to your machine, will stay on the machine, and this is what we use to hoop the caps with. We can help you. We have separate product videos on the cap system. The great thing about the Happy system is you're going to be able to embroider like a lot of people are wanting now, popular, going all the way from the left all the way across the front of the machine. You're going to be able to embroider all the way at 270 degrees all the way across the front of your caps. There's different times you're going to want to do that. We have other examples here where literally on the cap system all the way across the front, this was done on the professional cap system, hooping the cap one time, nothing else you've got to do. The machine is going to do all the work for you. Now the machine will have lasers built in. a laser crosshair that's going to help you center designs on your garments and also help you to center designs on the cap so they're perfect every time. If you need to do something in their lower quadrant, you're going to know on the screen where you're at, so you can move that over. It's going to be positioned perfect and you're ready to embroider those out. Ken Sewing Center is your authorized Happy dealer. We carry all Happy models, all parts, and all accessories for the machines. I have factory trained technicians to help you 6 days a week on your machine. With any machine you purchase from us, you will get our premium support package free of charge. We have a lot more information on the website. Feel free to check it out. Give us a call or drop us an email anytime. We'll be glad to help you.